Thank you for joining me on this journey of mastering relaxation. This is a yoga stretch sequence to find more relief in the hips and the psoas muscle. Meet your body where it is today. If a pose does not serve your body, skip, modify, or find a different variation of it. Grab any props that you feel that you may need. I will be using a yoga block. And remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's begin in hero's pose, seated on the calves. You can place a block under the hips or come into easy seated pose. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Allow yourself to arrive to your practice. Scan the body and take in data and observe if you're holding tension anywhere in the body. And then gently with patience begin to release. Begin to lengthen out your exhalations, slowing down the breath cycle. If you're seated on a block, move forward and set it to the side. Bring the big toes together, the knees out wide. And when you find an exhalation, melt the chest towards the ground, coming into child's pose. Release the upper back, let the hips grow heavy. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to release and come back to sit upright on the calves. Drop one ear to one shoulder and begin to make neck rotations. And take a pause through center and reverse the direction of your rotations. Bring your head back to center and let's make some large shoulder circles. Bring the shoulders up by the ears, roll them down and back. Interlace the fingers and place the hands behind the head at the base of the head. Take an inhale, push the elbows back, send the heart forward, and then exhale, round the upper back, guiding the head away from the shoulders. Inhale, heart forward, elbows back. Exhale to round the upper body, guide the head away from the shoulders. Try that 3 more times. You're going to release and come forward. Place the wrists right under the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Knees under the hips. Let's take a few cat-cows. Inhale, dip the belly down, tailbone up, heart forward. Exhale, push the ground away, round through the back, belly button towards the spine. Use the whole inhalation to lengthen the back and send the heart forward, tailbone up. Exhale, push into the ground. Release and round the back. Move at your own pace and take a few more cat-cows. Release your cat-cows and come back to a neutral spine. Lift the feet and rotate out the ankles. Then tuck the toes under, push into the hands, send the hips up and back. The heart center goes towards the thighs for downward facing dog. Send the shoulders away from the ears and pedal out through the legs. Hold your downward facing dog for 1 breath cycle. Gently bring the right knee down onto the ground in the middle of your mat. Send the right foot behind you. Left pinky toe edge of the foot is parallel to the back of the mat. We're coming into side plank, supporting ourselves on the right hand. You can keep the left arm straight up or stretch it overhead to intensify the side stretch. Use your inhale to bring the upper body upright. Exhale, drop the left hand onto the left leg. Stretch the right arm up overhead towards the left, stretching into the right side of the body. Inhale, release the plank. Draw the right foot forward between the hands. Coming into low lunge, place the left knee down onto the ground and tuck the left toes, and use blocks under the hands for more support and to bring the ground up higher. Square the hips, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Draw the shoulders down, send the heart center forward. We're going to move through a low lunge and half split flow. On your next exhalation, send the hips back, flex the toes up towards the face. Inhale forward into your low lunge, sink the hips down. Exhale, send the hips back. Link your breath and your movement and move through a few more rounds of this low lunge, half splits flow. On your next exhalation, send the hips back to stay in half splits for a few breath cycles. Take your block and place it on the inside of the left ankle. Then sit the hips back for a different variation of head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana. Use your inhalation to lengthen the back. Exhale to fold over the right leg. You can keep a soft bend in the right knee and flex the right toes towards the face. Inhale to release, come forward, place your props off to the side, and then push back into downward facing dog. You're going to inhale and bring the left knee to the center of the mat. Send the left foot behind you. Right pinky toe edge of the foot is parallel to the back of the mat, coming into side plank. Stretch the right arm up overhead. Use your inhalation and come upright. Exhale to drop the right hand to the right leg, stretching the left arm up overhead, breathing into the left side of the body. Inhale, release the plank. Step the left foot forward between the hands to prepare for our low lunge. Release the right knee down to the ground and untuck the right toes. Square off your hips, pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Soften the shoulders. Send the heart forward, keep a nice flat back. Let's move into our flow. Exhale to send the hips back for half splits. Inhale, send the hips forward, heart forward. Exhale, flex the left toes up towards the face. Move with your own breath cycle and flow through a few more rounds. Your next exhalation, send the hips back to hold for a few more breaths. Soften the upper back down. Breathe into the left hamstring. If you're using a prop, bring the block to the inside of the right ankle and send the hips all the way back to sit. Keep a soft bend in the left knee. Flex the left toes towards the face. Lengthen your back as you inhale and exhale to fold forward. Inhale to release, sit up, and come forward. Set your block off to the side. And then push back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale as you walk your hands back to the feet, coming into forward fold at the back of the mat. Take a deep bend in both knees and shake the head out yes and no as you fold into ragdoll. You can also take a hold of opposite elbows and take the upper body side to side to release the lower back. Take an inhale, bring the hands to the shins, come up halfway and maintain a flat back. Exhale to release down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, maintain your flat back. Exhale to fold. Take that one more time. On your next inhalation, walk the hands out into your downward facing dog. And then set the knees down. Bring the toes together and the knees out wide. Melt into your child's pose. Inhale to release and roll the spine up to sit up slowly. You can stay seated on the calves in hero's pose or find easy seated pose, cross-legged. Ground down. Notice the change in the body and the mind from when you started. Notice the change in the body and the mind from when you started your practice. Inhale, take the arms out, around, and up. The palms come to touch. Then land the palms on the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at the lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. Palms rest at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you. If you enjoyed this session and it helped you, please share it with someone that it can help. Subscribe, like the video so that it will circulate, hit the notification bell so that we can practice together. Until next time.